Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and you're watching Mark's Out Wrestling Aftershock Reviews, where it's still real to me. And today, we're talking about AEW Fight for the Fallen. It was another free event from Bleacher Report Live, and these was free for us. I'm not sure if it was free for people watching it internationally on Fight TV, but for us it was free on Bleacher Report Live. And for the people that were there in attendance, all the tickets and proceeds and stuff go to the victims of gun violence, so that's pretty cool. It's a noble cause. And I'm actually kind of surprised like how soon this event was, like right after Fyter Fest, like 2 weeks after Fyter Fest, considering the fact that like in Cody's case, Cody had his like head busted open with the chair from Shawn Spears. He had like 15 stitches after the fact, and he had to perform already 2 weeks later. The next event, the next big one, All Out, will be in Chicago. It'll be August 31st. So of course there's plenty of time for people to recover, but like it won't be like this. That's like so sudden. I was like, whoa, really? Like next week already? I was kind of surprised. Now, another thing about this review is that when I'm done, there's going to be like a brief, I guess, overview from Jack Knives himself. Jack Knives will be here giving his thoughts on Fight for the Fallen. Also talking a little bit about his channel and talking about the G1 Climax. So that's pretty cool. We'll see a little bit of Jack Knives later on today. Now as for the actual event here, let's get started. We got the first match was Peter Avalon, the librarian, the male librarian, with Leva Bates, the female librarian, just, I guess, backing him up, sorta. And they're going against Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss is actually like his first actual match here in AEW. The event was like outdoors, it was nice and sunny. He came in with like cheerleaders and stuff. And honestly speaking, like it was hard to tell which was a cheerleader and which one was him. And yeah, it was a good match. It was very, very athletic and everything, doing cartwheels and backflips all over the place. And Peter Avalon, he's not really like the most muscular dude, but he still did a couple of like, you know, body slams and stuff. He still has a couple of wrestling skills. There was a moment where Sonny Kiss was knocked out of the ring, and you would think that Leva would like, you know, cheat and kick him around or something, but she actually like helped him up and helped him get back into the ring like normally. And I'm kind of thinking, well, whose side are you on? It's kind of weird. And yeah, so in the end, Sonny Kiss actually got the win. He got on top of the ropes and just landed like on a split kick, like a split kick kind of attack, and that was like his pin. So it was like 1, 2, 3. He won his first match, and that was pretty interesting. So the second match was one I was actually looking forward to because I really wanted to see Bea Priestley like finally perform. She looked so cool. There was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, teaming up with Riho in a tag team match against Bea Priestley and Shoko Nakajima. And both Bea and Shoko were champions of their own like promotion, so it's kind of cool. I see lots of pictures of Bea with her, I think it was like her Stardom title, so that's pretty cool. And it's kind of weird at the beginning. There was, I guess, technical difficulties. There were these weird, like, subtitles with words and random symbols, kind of like this. Okay, stop. But, yeah, whenever that happened, I thought that I pushed the closed caption button by mistake or whatever. I don't know. It was weird. And then I checked on, like, people talking on, like, you know, wrestling message boards. Everybody's talking about the same thing. So it was happening to everyone. It was just a random thing. It was weird. It was words and weird symbols and numbers and crap. And like, it went away, like, near the end of the match, but it was weird, and people were making jokes and comments, and, you know, let's hope to get all this stuff taken care of before they get their actual TV deal. And, so anyways, during the match, it was pretty interesting, you know, decent match. It wasn't, like, that spectacular so much, but it was awesome because Bea was in it. Like, when she stepped in, like they kind of held her back, but when they finally tagged her in, that was like the biggest pop of the match. People were looking forward to seeing her in there. And compared to like the other women in the ring, she was like the larger, more in charge woman. And she basically went right after Britt Baker. They both fought against each other a lot. Now there was a weird part in the match where I guess Baker was trying to pin Shoko, and Bea came in and stomped her on the head to like break the pin. But I guess she stomped her too hard, I guess like a stiff kick or something. She actually has a concussion now. Baker actually has a concussion. It was confirmed after the match. And there was this weird moment that I didn't realize after the fact that Britt Baker didn't know where she was. She was wobbly. She got up. And she actually went to tag the wrong partner. She was trying to tag like her opponent Shoko, and she's like, oh crap. And she had to turn around and quickly run over there and tag in Riho, her actual partner. And I thought it was like I don't know if it was part of the show or it was like a botch, but yeah, it was a botch because at that moment she didn't know where the hell she was. She was like knocked out. She was like knocked loopy, you know. So in the end, Bea did take her down between Bea and Shoko. They won the match. It was pretty cool. It was, well, I mean, it was a cool match. I kind of enjoyed it for what it was. It was just kind of distracting because like the stupid closed captioning here, and I don't know, like I guess like what I really want to see, I want to see B and Britt Baker go at it like just one-on-one and everything, and check that out. But it was a pretty decent showing. For me, like the big deal was seeing B get in there, but it's kind of tainted by the fact that she did give the concussion to Britt Baker. It's like all of that, and then she has to kind of make that big botch, kind of ruin the match a little bit for me in hindsight, but I hope that she gets better at it. I mean, she's been wrestling for a while. I mean, and she is a Stardom champion. She's not like a super noob or anything, but I hope that she gets better, you know? Though the botch kind of ruined the match for me a little bit, and, you know. So anyways, now to the actual event, Fight for the Fallen. We have a triple tag match here, or a 6-man tag team match, same diff. We got MJF, the big heel guy, with Sammy Guevara, also kind of an arrogant guy there, and Shawn Spears, which is now like the big heel. Everybody was booing him like hell because he almost like, you know, broke Cody's head open with a chair. And they're going against Darby Allin, Jimmy Havoc, and Joey Janela. So it's kind of cool for me to see these guys perform. I don't know. I guess I was kind of disappointed that Darby didn't have his body bag with him. I don't know if that's just like his normal gimmick. It was just that one gimmick when it was one-on-one. I don't know. But, yeah, that match was kind of entertaining. I did see MJF kind of got too much into Shawn's space because despite him being a heel, he has big respect for Cody, so he's not really too happy with Shawn Spears. So they got in each other's spaces. They didn't really want to help each other out or tag each other out. There was a lot of egos going on. And Sammy, of course, was kind of full of himself, too. They're explaining that Sammy felt like he was the most ignored, like he was just thrown in the match, so he wanted to really prove that no, I'm still count, I'm still like, you know, like you guys will focus on me, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, a lot of egos there. It was entertaining. Sammy did get his spot, so that was kind of cool. Darby Allin was still good. He did a couple of moves. You got to see more of his repertoire finally, because it wasn't like a squash, so you got to show off his moves. Jimmy Havoc still did the Shoryuken, which is always kind of gets me. That was kind of funny. I guess it's going to be a thing. And Joy was pretty good too. But in the end, the team of MJF, Sammy, and Shawn Spears won the match. I believe Shawn Spears was the one that ended the match. But even then, like, they really weren't running to congratulate each other. Lots of animosity there. And I hope that kind of builds up to an effect that we will see MJF versus Shawn Spears down the line. That would be kind of cool. It did kind of plant the seeds there. Now, I did find out that MJF actually, like, damaged his elbow, hurt his elbow during the match. And apparently he's been known, like, for elbow injuries throughout his career. But hopefully, like, he has almost a whole month to, like, recover. It's like I told a couple of people, unlike the other company, he doesn't have to perform on Raw or SmackDown, like, the very next day. He can still, like, recover for a month. So hopefully him and also Britt Baker will both be okay for All Out and everything. So, oh, God. We had Brandy Rhodes going up against Ali. I was actually looking forward to it when they first announced it for Fyter Fest because I'm a big fan of Ali. But then Brandy Rhodes is very, very green in the ring, and it kind of showed. She actually brought in Awesome Kong into the match, and Awesome Kong was just there. She was just there as a distraction. She was just there to kind of intimidate Ali. I like, again, true to Ali's character, like how badass she is, she was like up there. She was up there getting Awesome Kong's space. She was like, what you gonna do? What you here for? What you gonna do? Like, she wasn't scared or trying to run. She was like she wanted to get in there. She wanted to get in on that shit, and that was pretty cool. That's what I like. Again, like when I saw her in Rise, just going right after Rosemary, right in her face. Here she was ready to kick some ass, Awesome Kong. But the match itself was kind of so-so. Brandy, it's been known for a while. She's not that good in the ring. So here, she really didn't do that much. She was just there a bit. And it was mostly Awesome Kong distracting Ali. Or whenever Ali gets too close, Awesome Kong grabs her leg. Or whenever she was almost going to pin her, she like distracts her from the pin. She was kind of there. She didn't really like get into the ring to actually fight or nothing. And of course, when Ali was distracted, Brandy grabbed her with a roll-up pin. 1, 2, 3. Brandy won. You know, boo. I know she's married to Cody and all that good stuff. I of course support Cody, but you know, she's not that good in the ring. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to, you know, kiss ass on that. And the surprise, though, is that at the end, Asha Kong came up and got into Awesome Kong's face. And he just kind of gave like an epic stare down when they kind of broke it up before anything happened. But that would be kind of cool to see them both go at it against each other, especially since I'm not sure if it's like kayfabe or not, but apparently Asha Kong trained Awesome Kong, so it'd be kind of cool to see what's going on. That's pretty awesome. It was kind of weird. It's like Asha just showed up. It was kind of like what? Is that what you are now? Just like, Granny's little enforcer? That's what you are? That's what I trained you for? To be a little like a stooge or something? But, let's see what happens. That was the only thing that was kind of cool about the match, actually. But, so, yeah, it was a so-so match. So then we had a 3-way tag team match, and whoever wins this match will go to the All Out event, and they'll get an opportunity at the first round buy-in for the AEW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. So that'll be kind of cool. So I'm not sure about All Out. I'm not sure, they can't have the tournament throughout the whole event. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I guess that'll be the first match of the tournament. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how they determine who their opponents will be. But anyways, this tag team here was Angelico and Jack Evans. And I guess Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are a tag team called Oh Boy and This Dinosaur. I thought it was a joke, but no, that's their tag team name, Oh Boy and This Dinosaur. And they got this little dude called Marco Stunt with them for reasons. And then they have, of course, this the first official match of the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. And, all their people showed up. They're called Creepers, I guess. But they all left for the match. There was no interference from them. So, yeah, the match was pretty cool. I'm surprised that Angelico and Jack Evans were barely in the match. I don't know if they were just injured or whatever. They didn't want to start the match proper. They mostly kept out of it until near the end. When in the end everything gets spot crazy. It was mostly Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy versus Dark Order. And yeah, the Dark Order are kind of cool. They're kind of alright. But the biggest pop was Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. They loved those guys. Those guys are fucking awesome. Those guys got big cheers every time they got into the ring. Luchasaurus, again, moves very fast for a big dude. Just tearing shit up as a dinosaur would. And, people buy it. He's a dinosaur guy, but people buy it. They really get into it. And, of course, Jungle Boy has some good moves. And lots of, cooperation moves between him and Luchasaurus. That was pretty cool. There was a weird little spot where, Marco Stunt somehow got involved and did a jump off the rope on someone else or whatever. But in the end, since people were kind of predicting it, in the end the Dark Order did win. Uno and Stu Grayson, I believe I forgot who they grabbed. It was probably Jungle Boy, poor Jungle Boy. But they took someone out, they won the match, and they're going to advance to the tournament because, of course, they're headed towards their first victims, which are the best friends. We'll see how that goes. Now, next match we had here was Adam Page versus Kip Sabian. And, yeah, it was actually a good match, but it was very slow paced. I don't know if it was because that's just how those matches are with Hangman Page, or it was kind of a cool down match after the big, tag team match and everything. But, yeah, it was a very slow paced match. I guess you can say it's very technical, but it was very slow paced. It only picked up near the end when Adam Page actually picked up Kip and threw him past the ring into I guess the ramp that was out there. I was like, holy shit! Because first I thought that they actually threw him out of the ring and down to the floor, but no, it was the ramp. But it was still, I was holy shit, So after that, it kind of picked up, and Kip started doing more moves and everything, and in the end, of course, Adam Page won. He grabbed him in the Deadeye pile driver and won the match there. But after this, all of a sudden, an extra creeper shows up, as if we didn't know who that would be. An extra chubby looking creeper guy, and people were wondering what they're doing there. What does he have to do with the Dark Order or whatever? But yeah. It was actually Chris Jericho. He attacked Adam Page from behind. I think he had a chair or something. I don't know. I think he just attacked him. No, he hit him with the Double Dragon Elbow, the Judas Effect. Hit him with the Judas Effect, and apparently it busted him up. Because when we saw Adam Page, now he had blood all over his face. He just busted his eye, around the eye area. So I guess the Judas Effect does have an effect, but a lot of people are still not a fan of the Double Dragon Elbow of Doom, But, yeah, so of course it sets up their big fight because Adam Page will be going up against Jericho for the title for the first AEW Championship match at All Out. But, yeah. And then we got, the Lucha Bros, Pentagon Jr., and Rey Fenix going up against so-called uncensored Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. And what can I say? It was an interesting match. I was looking forward to it, but I was surprised that the match was kind of sort of slow-paced. and everything. And yeah, lots of comedy here and there, like near the beginning, because of course the Cero Miedo thing, there was the part where Pentagon Jr. wanted to make everyone cheer to Cero Miedo, and Scorpio Sky was like, I see you, and Cero Miedo, I see you, and they were kind of like going up against each other's whatever, and like the Pentagon Jr. guys, I guess they do like their little pose or walk or whatever. So like Scorpio Sky started imitating the thing, and there was a lot of things. They're like making fun of each other's gimmicks and stuff. And then the fight, of course, started proper. But I was surprised it was actually not as fast paced as the other matches I've seen with SCU. And I'm surprised that what I was saying before in my other reviews, they actually went with the, I guess, the WWE formula where the Lucha Bros singled out one of the members of SCU for most of the match, then the other guy got in, lots of spots here and there, and in the end, the Lucha Bros actually won the match. I was like, holy shit. Well, I kind of figured they would win because they're going on hot there, and they need, a win there to kind of keep their momentum going, but I was surprised that the match wasn't going to be as super crazy, as super fast-paced, because like SCU versus the Young Hearts, or the Brave Hearts, I forgot their names, I'm so sorry, Shima's team, they were like super fast, super crazy. Then you got the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks, super fast, super crazy, and now these guys go against each other, and like the match is kind of more slow paced. It's kind of, I don't know. So, the Lucha Bros get a ladder, and climb to the top of the ladder, and actually challenge the Young Bucks to a ladder match, so I guess it'll be an all out. So let's check that out and see what happens, and they can settle the score once and for all. That'll be cool, and I hope, more fast-paced and crazy. So then we had Kenny Omega versus Shima, and they were talking a lot about how Kenny Omega hasn't had like an official win just yet, like in singles matches. Like, of course, his first singles match at Double or Nothing, he lost due to the Double Dragon Elbow of Doom. And the second match doesn't really count. It was still like a tag team, the Street Fighter Akuma thing. It was still a tag match. So now they're talking about, like, can he get his first win here? And of course, Shima already won against Christopher Daniels in the last event at Fyter Fest. But yeah, I like the match. It was pretty cool. They were both kind of sizing each other up. Lots of good moves, lots of good like reversals and kickouts. They were just basically socking the heck out of each other. It was pretty good. Near the end, it got pretty intense because, like, I was rooting for Kenny Omega, but Shima would just not go down. He would just not go down. He would keep kicking out. He would do a couple of moves. There were moments where I really thought that he was going to win in the end because I was like, holy shit, because what can we do? And he got hit by beat triggers like clock on, and he would still get up, and I was like, holy shit, what's it going to take to put him away? So I hope this match helps everyone that doesn't know much about Shima be convinced that he's a badass guy, he has badass skills. But in the end, Kenny Omega still got him in the One-Winged Angel and won the match, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, that was a good match. Favorite match of mine so far for Kenny Omega, and it was a good match for the event. Now, the main event here was the Brotherhood, which is Cody and Dusty, Dustin Rhodes. There's no ring name, just Dustin Rhodes, going up against the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. And yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. Surprisingly though, it was like a more slower paced match. I guess in the beginning, they kind of factor in that Cody and Dustin really laid it on the Young Bucks. They isolated one of them and kept like messing up his shoulder and everything and injuring the shoulder to keep him from doing all his moves and stuff. So it's kind of a way to keep the match a bit grounded. At first I was kind of wondering what was going to happen because like the Young Bucks are all over the place and the Rhodes Brothers that can't really keep up, especially Dustin at his age. But yeah, the match was kind of slower down. It was interesting. I still liked it because I just like seeing Dustin in the ring. I'm just so glad that the last match was his last match. I'm glad he's still in the ring. That was pretty good. So they do their moves, their slams. There was a funny moment where the Young Bucks were like making fun of them, like my brother did, oh my brother, and hugging each other and fake crying, just making fun of them and insulting them and stuff like that. So that was kind of funny. There was a time where they were doing super kicks, and then like the Rhodes Brothers actually got them back with the super kicks, and then the Young Bucks were trying to do the crossroads on them, but they also got stopped and everything. And near the end, to make it really intense, when everyone was like beaten down and all that stuff, in the end, the Young Bucks, they talked to each other or whatever. I guess they decided they have to go, they have to sink that low. They both gave a super kick to the back of Cody's head, which of course everyone knows that it's recovering from the chair shot and stuff. And bam, they won. They pinned them 1, 2, 3. I was holy shit. I was really rooting for Cody and Dustin. I was surprised that that the Young Bucks won, but they won it, you know. But they still showed respect when the match was over. They said, you know, all that stuff about making fun of them, that's just, you know, business. You know, you gotta psych your opponent out or whatever, but they have respect. So it was pretty cool and a good note. They still did the thing with the WWE formula, unfortunately, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I guess for slower matches, they're going to do it that way, where the tag team people kind of isolate someone, and then the other person comes in. In this case, they were trying to isolate Dustin because they knew that Cody was, like, the stronger guy. Whenever Cody was trying to, you know, get in there, they would, like, sock him out, so Dustin would be stuck with no one to tag when he finally had his chance. And he did, of course, the super famous diving tag and everything, so, I don't know. I guess when it's a slower match, you do it that way. And when it's a faster, crazier spot fest, it is a crazier, faster spot fest. But in a certain way, I guess for me, it's easier to call out the slower matches. It's easier to remember what's going on, all the crazy shit going on. But yeah, it's still a good match. Yeah, in the end, everyone bid everyone a good night. They showed off this big check, showing off like just how much money was raised for charity, which again, is a good thing. It's a noble cause. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, it was pretty cool. And I believe, I'm 100% sure, I believe Noelle Foley was there too, because I think every event she'll be there. So I bet you right now, she's already booking her tickets for Chicago for All Out, you know, August 31st. So anyways, guys, before I wrap it up, let's see what Jack Knight's got to say about Fight for the Fallen. Will he agree or disagree? Take it away, Jack.
Alright, so I'm still in the middle of moving, so I just quickly wanted to do this since Mark asked me to give him a quick hand, since he gave me a shout out for my G1 videos. What were my thoughts on Fight for the Fallen? Well, to be honest, it wasn't a bad show by any means, but it wasn't great. It wasn't what I expected either. For instance, it felt like SoCal Uncensored versus Lucha Bros was very just jobby, very WWE style in the sense that it just felt like, hey, we need to fill a gap, so let's have them fight each other, which is really a detriment to how good those tag teams are, especially SoCal. And I felt like you can't have certain matches that you put in the mindset of fans wanting to see and then just kind of pull the rug from under them solely because of time constraints or because of placement on the card. And you can't really do that. Those saying it can't be done, look at Double or Nothing. For the most part, it was a solid show. That's also my quick review. It was a great show. Probably the best one they've done. Yeah, it's definitely the top one since becoming a brand. Fyter Fest was also in the same caliber as quality, but it was more random as well. So I think because it was a joint show, that was meh. But this one felt different because it was a charity event. So I don't really want to harp on how bad it was or how good it was. But I do think the show overall had a lot of problems. The main event really felt like it shouldn't have been the main event. And not because I don't want to see this match. I wanted to see the match. I've been wanting for a while to see the Rhodes versus the Bucks. But it just felt so bland. So average. For that much hype that they've been building since Double or Nothing on being the Elite constantly mocking the Bucks, to get that? It's like, really? That's it? My match of the night for sure, surprisingly, Adam Page versus Kip Sabian. Because the variety of it felt very much in the same vein as a New Japan show or an NXT show, to put it lightly. But this is kind of what I wanted AEW to be, because Kip Sabian is very much a junior heavyweight, or a light heavyweight, if you will, and Adam Page is clearly in the stronger version of a heavyweight. But you'd think with that polar contrast, their sets wouldn't really move as well. But considering Kip Sabian is also a veteran, and Adam Page is less of one, their balance between high-flying and powers really connected, and it kept the match flowing to the point where you're like, oh man, this has been going on for 20 minutes. Wow, it doesn't feel like it. In comparison to the main event, which they established is a 60-minute match, and they cut that short in half, and it still felt long. So, and a lot of people were like, well, where's Jon Moxley? If you're wondering where Jon Moxley is, why don't you check out my channel, and you can keep track of what's going on in the G1 Climax 29, where I've got the scoreboards going. Me and my friends have actually done a bet between us over who our picks are, and you can also see what the matches will be. And at the very end of the competition, I will pick my top 6 match with highlight clips, so that way you, at home, can choose your own favorite match.
Thanks a lot, Jack Knives. Really appreciate it. And once again, check out his YouTube channel for more information on the G1 Climax to see just how far Jon Moxley's going to go. As for me, I did enjoy Fight for the Fallen, but I'm not going to lie, it wasn't so perfect. There are some matches that could have been better. I guess keep Brandy out of the ring or maybe put her in tag matches or whatever so she doesn't get like that much focus. The B match disappointed me because I was looking so forward to seeing her perform. It's not like all it could have been. I mean, she got a big pop. I did like her getting into the ring. I just didn't like, the concussion. Like, she should have been better than that. I don't know what's going on. I do hope they build up on that. They could, like, maybe build a promo on it. Like, get some going with Baker and B. That would be awesome if they could do that. That'd be cool. The closed captioning, though, was very distracting. It would have been so bad. It was like a little bit. But it was like during the whole rest of the match. And I'm just glad it got it fixed before the actual event started. Because, oh, my God. Hangman Page, like, the match was good near the end, but the whole of it was just, like, most of it was just very slow paced and whatever. I was kind of like, I don't know what was going on, what were they doing, and everything, and, like, if you're going to build up Hangman Page to be, like, the contender, like, to go against Chris Jericho for the first ever AEW Championship match, it's like, you really gotta, like, hype up the crowd, hype it up, build them up, make everyone cheer, like, I don't know. Oh, also, there was, like, a moment where, the TVs are going down. People were booing because the TV monitors, like the ones in the ring, were going out. So people were missing the match and everything. I think it was during the Kenny Omega and Chima match. It was going out. So yeah, lots of things they gotta fix here and there. For me, match of the night is still, of course, the Brotherhood versus the Young Bucks. I did like it was a bit slow paced, but still more action packed though. It was slow paced, but more stuff was going on compared to the Hangman and Kip match. But I did like it. It was cool. I just love seeing Dustin fight. I like seeing, Dustin and Cody go at it. Good moves, good action, good things going on here and there. It could have gone either way. And I was actually surprised that the Young Bucks won because I was like, oh shit, but, that's how it goes. But anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. Those are my thoughts on Fight for the Fallen. I guess it wasn't as good as it could have been. I think Fire Fest was better. Of course, Double or Nothing is still the best so far. But we can't wait for AEW All Out August 31st. I'll be sure to check it out. So guys, don't you miss it. It'll be awesome. So see you next time. And once again, this is Mark Rodriguez at Marks Out Wrestling Aftershock Reviews, where it's still real to me. See you next time.